Hi everyone, Miss Elizabeth here for First Congregational Church of Muskegon confirmation class for Sunday, March 28th, 2021, Palm Sunday. Today we're going to be continuing in our unit about integrity of the earth, and today's lesson, number 2, we'll be talking about respecting the natural world. We are following Progressive Christianity curriculum that the First Congregational Church has purchased, although we do not own the copyright to this material. And some of the themes running through this unit are that we are Christians who strive to protect and restore the integrity of our earth, and each of us can claim, "I love and take care of my earth home." This lesson touches on the vast scope and diversity of the natural world that we live in, the limitless power and energy that we're connected to, while focusing on the small end of the spectrum of infinity. By recognizing the beauty and wonder of nature in smallness, we can also learn to appreciate the vastness. Some quotations I'd like to share with you are these. First, from John Ruskin, he said, "Sunshine is delicious. Rain is refreshing. Wind braces us up. Snow is exhilarating. There is really no such thing as bad weather, only different kinds of good weather." And also from Thomas Berry, "Our difficulty is that we no longer listen to what the earth, its landscape, its atmospheric phenomena, and all its living forms, its mountains, its valleys, the rain, the wind, and all the flora and fauna of the planet are telling us." I'd also like to talk about listening for a minute. You know, in springtime, we start to see thunderstorms start happening. And what is the first thing we notice about a thunderstorm? We see a flash of lightning. And then, a little bit after that, we hear the thunder. What that tells us is that the power of those things, the energy that causes the light flash, moves faster than the power and energy behind the sound of the thunder. But both of these forms of energy are measured in waves. And you know what? The many waves of the faster light are on a spectrum. Some are faster than others. What happens with that is it shows you different colors of light. So here's the color wheel. 12 colors around the color wheel. And then the power, the energy behind sound is much slower than that of the energy of light. But it's also measured in waves, and the measurement of waves, the slower waves, produce different notes than others. And guess what? 12 notes on the scale, and they correspond to the 12 colors. So, for example, yellow is a B flat. Purple is an E natural. So they connect 12 colors and 12 notes on the scale. And they connect in different ways. Isn't that interesting? So there's a lot of things that we can learn about little facts from nature. Here's a Bible verse that I'd like to share with you that talks about this very thing. It's from the book of Job, chapter 12, verses 7 through 10. Ask the animals, and they will teach you, or the birds of the air, and they will tell you, or speak to the earth, and it will teach you, or let the fish of the sea inform you. Which of these does not know that the hand of the Lord has done this? In his hand is the life of every creature and the breath of all mankind. Now, everyone loves to see the bigness of nature in sunsets, the ocean, a view of the high mountain or down into a deep canyon. But nature is also very small and still beautiful. Some examples of that are sand, created by the power of wind and water in rivers, waves, and rain, breaking down large rocks and minerals to tiny, very beautiful, incredible variety of small, tiny pieces. Leaves, created by a plant using energy from the sun, minerals from the earth. Rocks, created by the heat and pressure of the earth, broken, smoothed by water and wind. All of these can be very beautiful. How about trees? Created by the energy stored in a seed, a tiny seed, fed by the power of the sun, the energy of water and the earth, and it grows to a tree. How about a flower petal? Also created by the energy in a seed and fed by the sun, water, and earth. And soil, created by the sun and water, breaking down that plant material, combining it with rocks and minerals. It's all a cycle. Now I'd like to give you an example of something I made that shows some of this kind of natural cycle. And I'm going to try and post a link to an instruction of how to make one of these for yourself. But you see, we have a bud here of a flower just starting to open. And then here it's growing a little bit more, opening up, and now it's coming open even farther, and a full-blown flower. And then we can go back to the bud. That's a cycle of nature that we can examine, and we can learn from it for ourselves, how we can be connected to the integrity of the earth. I'd like to leave you with inviting you to be still in this coming week. Take some time. Be still and quiet. I encourage you to pay attention to your breath and your heartbeat. Place your hand on your chest to feel your heartbeat. Think of how the energy and power that flows through your body is connected from the same source as all the energy in the natural world. We are all co-creators and we share the same source of energy. We are nature, and when we respect nature, we also respect and honor our own lives. Thanks for listening. See you next time.